Welcome everybody. Welcome to David and Marilyn Qigong on YouTube for this live Microcosmic Orbit practice. Let's start swinging the arms. It's a beautiful spring morning here on Lake Tahoe, Kings Beach area. Welcome to all of you, wherever you are. If you like David and Marilyn Qigong, if you like this video, hit subscribe and like, and you will have access to all of our videos. We have more than 70 videos. I'm David, Marilyn, and I will be here in the Lake Tahoe area, all over the Nevada side. Let's bring our hands right about chest level. We'll be coming to you from Spooner Lake. We'll be coming to you from the Healing Rock. Check out some of our videos that were shot last year at the Healing Rock, at Spooner Lake, and here on Lake Tahoe. We have a variety of Qigong healing practices. We also have some meditations and even some poetry. Let's bring our hands right about waist level. Just going to open up the lumbar spine. So welcome to this Microcosmic Orbit practice. This practice is an ancient practice, ancient Chinese Qigong practice for self-healing. And we work with a pathway that goes up the spine and down the front of the body. Let's go right into opening up the body a little bit deeper. Just preparing. We always like to prepare for whatever practice we're doing. This morning will be the Microcosmic Orbit. This is a practice that many people have become very interested in my Qigong community, both in the places I teach in the Sacramento area and also here on YouTube. I welcome all of you from all over the world. We have people all over the world that subscribe to David and Marilyn Qigong. So thank you all. Thank you all for committing to self-healing. Qigong is self-healing, ancient Chinese practice. Qi means life force. Gong means working with. And that's what we're going to be doing this morning and every day. Let's make a light fist and knock right below the collarbones. This opens up the lungs. Just preparing our bodies for the self-healing Microcosmic Orbit practice. We will do this in several ways, and just follow along. You'll be able to watch this as a recording afterwards if you're not joining me live this morning. Beautiful Lake Tahoe. You can see the background. The sun is just peeking above the eastern horizon, just coming over the mountains. Let's bring the knocking back down. And now let's just swim. Swimming in the light. This beautiful place. This beautiful healing place. I discovered Lake Tahoe 12 years ago, 13 years ago during my cancer journey. I had a very rare form of leukemia. And I found peace and the ability to help my body heal during my visits to Lake Tahoe. I underwent chemotherapy, and then I had a bone marrow transplant at the City of Hope in Duarte, California, Southern California, near Pasadena. So I found this practice in particular very helpful to me to give me the strength to go through the rigors of chemotherapy and the bone marrow transplant that I received in March of 2012. I've been cancer-free for over 12 years, and I'm coming to you, sharing with you what I learned about self-healing. Western medicine and Eastern medicine combined. That is how I survived this very rare form of leukemia that I had. All right, so we come to surrender hands, palms facing forward. No weapons, no agenda. We are here for self-healing. And let's start by plugging into the energy of Earth, the energy of Yin, the energy of the universe, sun and stars, the energy of nature, right through the third eye, that balance of yin and yang. And then we stretch out, triangle fingers come down and up, and then we breathe right into the lotus heart jewel. Right here, the acupuncture point is called Ren 17. We take a nice deep breath and we ask a profound question. Questions like, who am I? Why am I doing this video? What's my purpose in life? Those are just examples. Then we take a nice deep breath and we exhale down to surrender hands. And notice how your body feels. So now what we're going to do is we're going to practice and prepare the body for this deeper microcosmic orbit practice through several breaths that we're going to learn. This first breath is called the sipping breath. We have the feet comfortable width apart. We have the palms of the hands up. We're also going to use what's called a Kegel, a tightening of the pelvic floor. As we inhale up, we're going to take 3 sips up, and it's simple. Sip up, tighten the pelvic floor, do a Kegel, sip up again, right about to the upper chest, and then we sip up over the head, making a light fist, tightening the entire body, holding our breath here. We've done 3 sips up. Keep the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth as we do this. And then as we exhale, we relax and we just flow the energy down, and then we come back. Sip in once, sip in twice, sip in a third time, and hold your breath. And now let's add a little bit of a shimmy. As we exhale, we go side to side. This loosens the spine. At the bottom, we inhale up. This rebalances the energy. We exhale as we come down, bringing the energy down. And then we come back to the start position for the sipping breath. Sip in once, sip in twice, sip in a third time, hold the breath. The whole body is tense here. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. That closes an energetic circuit breaker between the third eye and the throat center. And then we relax and exhale. Exhale and inhale both out of the nose if possible. And then we inhale up, exhale down. Balance and center. We'll do one more. You can do this sipping breath as many times as you want. We basically want to prepare the back channel, which is called the dew meridian, goes up the spine all the way to the crown, and then the Ren meridian, which is the next breath that we'll work with. But we'll do one more sipping breath. Sip in once, sip in twice, sip in a third time, hold it, hold it. And now as we exhale, we unclench the fists and we just float the hands down like we're holding a Qi ball. And then we come to surrender hands. And notice how your body feels after doing that sipping breath. The next breath we'll do, we'll prepare the front channel, the dew meridian, from the third eye all the way down to the pelvic floor. This is called waterfall. So we start in surrender hands, we inhale up, and then as we exhale, it's like we're waterfalling. The backs of the hands are facing each other, they don't have to touch, and we're exhaling. Everything is relaxed here. The body is relaxed, we come down. The energy just stabilizes in the pelvic floor. Surrender hands, and then we'll do that several more times. Inhaling up, and then we exhale and waterfall the Qi right down the center line of the body. Just flowing down to surrender hands. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up, and then exhale, waterfall. Feel that flow of Qi keeping the tip of the tongue again on the roof of the mouth. Last one. Inhale up, exhale, waterfall to surrender hands. And now notice how your body feels. The last step in preparation to do the microcosmic orbit flow is to shake. We're going to shake, just bouncing up and down, bouncing into your heels. This wakes up the Qi. Just taking some nice deep breaths. You can use the heart whisper sound here, that deep sigh. It's a ha, whispered, ha. Shaking. The energy from shaking comes from the flexing of your legs at the knees. The upper body stays as relaxed as possible. So how long should you shake? It's up to you. The longer we shake, the more alive the energy, the tingle, is felt throughout our whole body. We want to wake up that Qi because we're going to move that Qi up the spine, the Du meridian, and down the front of the body, the Ren meridian. The Du and Ren meridians are actually channels, and these two channels, the Du and the Ren, feed all of the other channels and meridians that control energy flow throughout all of our body's organs. The heart, lungs, pericardium, spleen, pancreas, all of the organs. There's 12 different meridians that cover the energy of all of our internal organs in our physical body. And then we have another channel called the belt channel, goes around the waist, just like a belt. And we have the thrusting channel, which goes right down the center of the body. This connects our three treasures, what we call in Qigong, the three aspects of our being: the spirit in our brain, the emotions in our lotus heart jewel, our heart space, and then the energy of our body in the belly, the pearl. All right, so now we're going to stop the shaking, feel the tingle. Now it's like we're going to grasp this tingle and condense it into a ball. And now from here, we're going to move the energy through the microcosmic orbit. So we're keeping the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. We're inhaling up, squeezing the pelvic floor. The hands guide the Qi, the spine to the crown. And then we exhale and we waterfall. This is called turning the wheel. And we're just going to flow with this for a bit. Inhaling up the spine, tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, exhaling, relaxing the muscle tension, and waterfalling down the front. Just flow with this for a bit. Here we are moving our Qi through the breath, through the tightening of our muscles, through the movement of our arms and our hands. We're also going to go into moving the Qi just with the breath. And then the final step of the microcosmic orbit is moving the energy with our minds, with our brains, through thought, separating the breath. But right now we're just moving the Qi, inhaling up the spine, guiding the Qi with the hands up the spine to the crown, and then we exhale and we waterfall the Qi down the front of the body, relaxing as we come down. A little bit of a softening in the knees. Just flow with this. When would you do this? It's a question I'm asked most often when I teach the microcosmic orbit. You would do this if you felt you were getting sick. Something in your body didn't feel right. Emotionally, if you were upset. The microcosmic orbit works with all three treasures, not just the physical body. So if you were upset, you were angry at a loved one, or just upset about a situation, you would do this for at least 5 minutes. several times a day until the stress goes away. You would also do this if you had something going on with your spirit, maybe repetitive thinking. You're thinking you're obsessed with something, you can't get a certain situation out of your mind, your brain. You would do that because it calms and stills the spirit. We have a saying in Qigong, when the mind is still, the universe surrenders. So any problem, any malady with any of the three treasures, body, emotions in the lotus heart jewel, or the spirit, maybe a loss of faith, you've lost connection with your belief system, that would be a malady of the spirit. And the microcosmic orbit helps to heal and balance all of these problems. So the first step in learning this is learning how to move the Qi with the breath and the body combined. We'll do two more and then we'll go into just moving the Qi with our breath. So we're inhaling, we're squeezing, we're doing that Kegel. The tip of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth here. And then we exhale and we waterfall the Qi down the front of the body, all the way to the pelvic floor. This will be the last one. So we're inhaling, pulling the Qi up the spine, exhaling, waterfalling down the microcosmic orbit, the front channel, the red meridian, and then at the bottom we release the wheel. Notice how your body feels. Notice if the energy is still moving. Now we're going to move the energy with the breath. No body tension at all. We keep the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, but we're just moving it by inhaling up the spine. Nice deep breath. Exhaling down the front. You could do this part lying in bed or seated in a chair, just relaxed. Inhaling up the spine, using the breath to guide the Qi. Another translation of Qi from Chinese to English is life breath. So we're using our breath, inhaling up the spine to the crown, exhaling down the front. And again, you could do this as long as you wanted to. We'll do a couple of more breaths. Inhaling up the spine. Exhaling down the front. Last breath. Inhale up the spine. And exhale down the front. And now release the breath from the Qi. Release the breath from the Qi and notice how your body feels. Notice where you're feeling the tingling, or however you experience your own Qi. Tingling, warmth, pressure, those are typical ways that people experience their Qi. Just notice. So now the third part, and this is the part where we get into the magic, what some people would say is the magic, the healing abilities of the mind. We're going to detach the breath from the movement of the Qi, and we're going to move the Qi with our thoughts. And the easiest way to do this would be just to think up the spine, down the front, up the spine, down the front. The breath is detached. You could even just go up, down, up, down, up, down. Using the Qi through the mind. Manipulating the Qi with the mind. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. Keep the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. An added benefit is to pulse the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. It acts as kind of an accelerator to the Qi. You may notice that if you do that technique, pulsing the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, your body may shake. That's very typical, and that's okay. That's the Qi moving so rapidly through your muscles, through your tendons and ligaments, that your body shakes. So don't be afraid of that. But if you do that pulsing of the tip of the tongue, and you're doing this in front of people, it's wise to tell them what could happen, that your body may shake, so that they don't think there's anything physically or medically wrong with you. Up, down, up, down. Go as fast or as slow as you want. And then eventually you can just not use those mental cues of the words and just go with the flow of the Qi as it moves rapidly up and down in that circle. Let's do this for a little bit longer. Now let go of the Qi. Let go of the Qi, loosen the body, shake it out a little bit. So the last step in this microcosmic orbit practice is to center all this energy that we've moved. And we do that simply by taking one hand, palm up. If you're mirroring me, it'll be your left hand. Your right hand's off to the side. And we're gonna gather the Qi from around our bodies, what we call our Wei Qi field. So we take a nice deep breath, inhaling up, and then we exhale and center the Qi. At the bottom of the exhale, palm to palm, condense the Qi. It's like we're creating this little tiny pearl. And then we flip the palm over and we go to the other side. Inhale up, gather the Qi. Exhale, center it down, bringing it all the way down into the pearl, into the energy of our physical body. Condense it, palm over palm, but the palms don't touch at this point. And then we rest the palm on the other palm, and then we go. Let's just do this for a little bit, centering, condensing the Qi, our physical body, into the area of the pearl. Energy of the pearl. The ancient Chinese call this Yuan, Y-U-A-N, original Qi. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, gather. Exhale, center, condense, and then now, hands over hands, interlacing the webbing of the index finger and the thumb. Doesn't matter which hand's on the outside, and we're going to do circles, tight circles right around the navel, firm pressure. It doesn't matter which hand is on the outside, and it doesn't matter which direction you're going. We'll reverse direction, reverse the hand position. So what we're doing is we are sealing the energy of this healing practice in our physical body, in this area of the belly. The lower treasure, the energy of Jing, J-I-N-G. Pause, reverse hands, and reverse direction. Firm pressure, tight circles, sealing the Qi from this microcosmic orbit, self-healing Qigong practice. And then relax to surrender hands and notice how your body feels. Take some nice deep breaths here. Your knees are soft, your spine is tall. How are you feeling after doing this Microcosmic Orbit self-healing practice? To close, bring our hands to prayer position at the Lotus Heart Jewel, bowing our heads, quiet, patient, trust, love. Blessings and love to all of you seeing this video on YouTube, wherever you are. Blessings and love. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on the beautiful shores of Lake Tahoe. If you like this video, hit subscribe and hit like. We have more than 70 videos. Self-healing, that's what life is about. Blessings and love. Thank you again.